Threshold Tactics gives a special thanks to our sponsors. Hey guys, welcome back to Threshold Tactics, the channel where we film competitive battle reports. My name's Ryan.
My name's Nick.
And today we're going to be playing Star Strike. So with Star Strike, we have a twist at the start of the first battle round. After determining the active player must set up one objective on the boundary between both players' territories. Keep in mind there are no objectives at the beginning of the game. This is your only one until the start of the third battle round. After determining active player, the active player must set up another objective on each of the other sides that we've got here on the map. To determine the location of each objective, roll 2d6 and refer to the map below. Roll separately for each objective. If an objective would be set up wholly or partially on a terrain feature, it can do mortal damage. Scoring works with 3 victory points if you control at least one objective, another 3 if you control more objectives than your opponent, and then you score, as usual, 4 victory points for your battle tactic. Now that we know what we're playing, Nick, tell us about your list.
Sure. Today I'm playing Ironjawz in the Ironjawz Brawl formation. This formation allows me to get an extra attack if I roll an unmodified 8 for a charge. I have 4 drops in this list. First, in my General's Regiment, I have a Mega Boss. His heroic trait is the Eye for the Fight. So basically what that does is it allows me to change my redeploy value to 4 inches if I roll anything below a 4. Then my artifact is the Armor of Gork, giving him a 6-up ward. In this regiment, I have a unit of Ardboys, I have a reinforced unit of Brutes, and I have 2 MSU units of Brutes. In my second regiment, I've got the Anvil Smasher, and I've got 2 units of Gore-Gruntas. For my next regiment, I have a War Chanter, and for my last regiment, I have a Weird Nod Shaman. My manifestation lore for this list is the Morbid Conjuration. So, Ryan, tell me about your list.
I've got a Slaves to Darkness list here that's focused around the Ogroid Therodons. I've got 2 big blocks of 6 that's reinforced, and they're each supported by an Ogroid Myrmidon. So we've got 2 regiments. One is led by my War Master Bellicor, and the other is led by a Demon Prince. Everything's got the Mark of Nurgle, except for the only unit that can't, which is Bellicor, which means they're all going to be getting -1 to wound while in combat. My formation is God's Wrath Warband, which just can do some mortal damage on objectives at the end of the turn. The Demon Prince is equipped with giving -5 control score for infantry units if he's in combat with them, and the other one that's got a holier than 12-inch bubble for some healing. And my manifestation lore is the Conspine Incarnate. All right, Nick, so you're the attacker. You get to say who your honor guard is going to be. Who are you picking, Nick?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the big block of 10 Brutes to be the bodyguard for the Mega Boss. And what about you?
So for my honor guard, I'm going to make this unit here, a big block of Therodons, have +1 rend on the charge against infantry, which is most of your own.
Sounds good. So you had 2 drops and I was 4, so that means that you get to decide who's taking first.
I'm giving you the turn.
All right, sounds good. Good luck.
Do it.
Start of the round, I'm the attacker, so I needed to decide, well, the active player, so I need to decide where the first piece is coming down. That's an 8. Okay. So that's where it will come down. So for my battle tactic, I'm gonna do take the flanks. First thing I'm gonna try and do is Mega Boss is gonna try and get +1 attack on a 2-up, goes off. I am going to chant with my War Chanter, nothing, awesome. And then on a 3-up, because he has the Ching Ching Tongs, I will give crit bonus, and I can re-roll this, I don't need to. And I will also give that to this block here. I'm gonna try and cast Basham Lads to give crit 2 hits. That's an 8. He is gonna try and cast the Grave Tank. Nope. I will Mighty Destroyers these unit of Brutes. That's my hero phase. Anything that you want to do?
I'll use a CP to try to cast the Conspine Incarnate.
Okay.
That goes off.
Nice.
-1. You can't.
No, I'm out of range. All right, then we'll go into the movement phase. Okay, that's the end of my movement phase. Anything for you to do?
I'll blow CP to redeploy them.
Cool. Okay, so then into shooting, I have no shooting. Anything for you?
I've got technically 2 shooters, but I'm not going to use them.
Okay, and then so charging, I'm not going to issue any charges. Any counter charges for you?
No.
Okay, then that's going to be the round. Okay, so at the end of the turn, I will score 10 points for having 1 and more and scoring my battle tactic. This turn was a bit okay. I'm getting into defensive position, getting the obnoxious objective battle tactic out of the way. And now we'll see where you're gonna put on of your fight.
Yeah, this mission's rough because you only got the one objective that's for 2 whole battle rounds.
Yeah.
So I can't afford not to come there.
No, exactly. So that's where
We're gonna be
shifting.
fighting soon.
That's what the people came for.
Yeah.
So then we'll go into Slaves turn 1.
Okay, so after some long thought, I'm gonna do Seize the Center.
Sounds good.
Okay. I will go ahead and start by seeing how much this thing generates.
That's a high one.
I think I saved it.
Sure.
I'm gonna save it. The Demon Prince is gonna try to give this unit Eye of the Gods.
Okay.
No, it does not go off. I'm gonna try to do 3d6 charge on this block. Right?
Okay.
That goes off on an 8.
Try to unbind it.
Here we go.
All right.
That's my hero phase.
I'm gonna Mighty Destroyer these Arboys. I'm gonna spend 1 CP to try and bring out the Shackles. It's an 8.
No.
All
10.
right. Unfortunate. Then over to movement.
So that's my movement phase. What you gonna do?
I'm going to spend a CP to redeploy these brutes.
Big ol' 6.
Yeah.
Shooting phase. None of my options are able to shoot, so we'll go on to charge phase. I would like to see what happens with the Incarnate. Gets a big old 9. And I'll charge here. 5.
I'm not going to countercharge anything.
Okay. Start of the combat phase.
Ardboys will do their shield bash. The Ardboys deal 1 mortal wound with their shield bash. I'll spend a CP for all out defense.
The Chaos Warriors do 3 damage to the Gorgrunts.
CP for all out attack. The Ardboys do 8 damage to the Kronspine.
Kronspine does 6 damage to the Ardboys.
Gorgruntas do 0 damage to the Chaos Warriors.
That's the turn, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm choosing to make this objective a defiled objective. Otherwise, I have hold 1, hold more for 6 points plus battle tactic of Seize the Center. We had a more adventurous turn, I guess. See what happens.
Definitely in a roll off.
All right, 5.
A 5.
Ooh,
So,
you get the choice.
I do get the choice. I think I'm going to take the turn. So we'll go into Ironjawz turn 2. My battle tactic, I'm going to choose Do Not Waver. I'm going to try and do crit mortals. Excellent. I'm going to give it to the big unit here. Mega Boss. Extra attack. Yes. War Chanter is going to chant, looking for the damage. No, another one. He is really not a chanty boy this time.
No.
I'm going to try and cast the Shackles. That's not doing anything. I'll go for crit 2 hits. 10?
No.
Put it on this unit again. Mighty Destroyers. Okay, that is my hero phase. Anything for you to do?
Be'lakor has chosen to use the Dark Master ability on the big block of brutes.
Sure.
I'm going to use a CP to magical intervention Be'lakor's spell. That's cool.
All right, go into movement. CP to auto run the Mega Boss. That's my movement phase. Anything from you?
No, I'll save my CPs.
Then
Shooting?
shooting, yeah. Anything for
No,
you?
no, definitely not.
Okay, then we'll go to charges. First off, I'm gonna issue the wall with my Shaman. Charging, they're gonna get +1. So we'll go over here. That's an 8. That's gonna be it for charges. Anything for you?
No, no counter charge.
Then we'll go into combat. The Ardboys do 2 damage to the Kronspine.
The Chaos Warriors do 6 damage to the brutes over here, and then 1 damage to the Gorgrunt.
The Brutes do 4 damage to the Chaos Warriors. CP for all defense.
Kronspine does 3 damage to the Ardboys.
The Gorgruntas do 2 damage to the Chaos Warriors. So that is the end of the turn. I picked the battle tactic Do Not Waver, which I did score. I chose not to go in right now because I knew you were going to Be'lakor my big unit, and I didn't think I would be able to keep everything alive, so I kept it safe, and then trying to put like a layer in between for your turn. Also got Be'lakor's ability out of the game. So that was kind of the intention here. So I'll score 4 points for this round. Then we'll go into Slaves of Darkness turn 2.
My battle tactic is going to be Offering of Carnage. I'm going to try to charge this thing up.
There it is.
We're going to blow those points. I'll choose that. The next is Chaotica. Manages to do literally no mortal wounds to those guys.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. It matches with everything else I've ever had with it. I'm going to try to have the Demon Prince's Eye of the Gods ability go off on this unit right here.
Okay.
Oh, sick. 2 means they heal. They'll reroll. Yeah. 3 means that they get a +1 to hit. You're gonna start by trying to give this unit 3d6 charge.
Okay.
That's not enough. He's gonna do -1 to hit, and then can't do crits. That does go off on a 6.
I will try to unbind it.
Ah!
Nice. Okay, over to me.
Yes.
I will spend a CP to try and cast with my shaman. Gonna try and cast the shackles. 9.
You got it.
Alrighty. So that's
2.
two
Okay.
mortal wounds, ogroids, for nothing.
Okay.
It's annoying. For the demon prince, for nothing. I will mighty destroyer these brutes.
So a movement phase.
Yep.
That's my movement phase. You gonna do anything?
No.
Okay, shooting. That was the shooting phase. Nothing happens.
Alrighty. Exciting.
Okay, charge phase. I want to start by seeing what happens on this front right here. 7. This big block. 6 is what I needed. I'll go here with Buddy Boy. 6. These guys. 7. Just to get some leverage off of this.
Sure.
Yeah. Those are my charges.
Alrighty, I can't countercharge.
Combat phase.
So the Argoids do 0 mortal wounds on the shield bash.
Okay.
Woo! Yes.
Ogroid Myrmidon does 9 damage to the brutes. The Ogroid Therodons do 2 damage to the Gorgrunus.
CP for all attack. The Gorgrunters do 3 damage to the Myrmidon.
I'll attack him. Ogroid Myrmidon does 3 damage to the Gorgrunus. The Ogroid Therodons do 16 damage to the Arbols. I'll use an all defense for the Chaos Warriors.
Gorgrunters do 2 damage to the Chaos Warriors.
The Chaos Warriors do 5 damage to the Gorgrunus. Be'lakor takes out the Soul Snare Shackles. So that was a combat phase. Let's move to the end of the turn.
Yeah.
When I will activate my defiled objective here on your unit of brutes, and it does 2 mortal damage.
Awesome.
My plan with this one was to say, let's spread out and prepare for what's coming. We're going to see 2 new locations pop up on the field. One over there and one here, and it could change the entire complexion of the game. So, but anyway, what that means is I still have hold 1, hold more, and my battle tactic of destroying 2 of your units.
Yeah, 10 points.
So 10 points.
Nice. And then we got a roll-off.
1.
A 1!
Oh.
Alrighty!
What a-
Still in the game, I'm gonna take it. So then we'll go into Ironjawz, turn 3. So at the start, we need to drop some objectives down. Let's start with the one on your side.
Sure.
A 6. That one actually dropped right on top of that terrain piece, so now it is officially our objective. Okay, so now let's roll for the one on my side. Hopefully we can get something similar. That's a 7. With that roll, it lands actually on this terrain piece, so that was great. I'm not gonna re-roll it because I actually kind of like where it's at, so I'm gonna take D6 mortal wounds on this unit here.
Sure.
2 dead brutes. Yeah. For my battle tactic, I'm going to choose Take Their Land. I'm going to pick this one here.
Sure.
I'm going to use the Mega Boss's ability for extra attack on this unit of brutes here.
Sure.
Does not go off. I'm going to spend a CP to rally my brutes. I rally 1 brute back. Going to use his ability for crit mortals. 3 up. I can re-roll it. Yes. War Chanter's going to chant. I'm going to go for +1 damage. Got it. Here I'm going to go for the shackles again. It's an 8.
You got it.
Ogroids
Okay, sure.
for 2. Be'lakor for 2.
Ward saves none of them.
And Demon Prince for 2.
Saves neither.
Mighty Destroyers. Anything for you?
First, I'm going to use the Demon Prince's heroic trait, Radiance of Dark Glory, to heal any units that are holy than 12 of him that have taken some wounds. 1 wound for himself. Be'lakor. He does not get it. I'm going to use a CP for Magical Intervention to give them -1 to hit and take off their crits. Nope.
Then off to the movement phase. Retreat these pigs. Retreat this pig. That's my movement phase. Anything for you to do?
I'm going to redeploy the big block.
Sure.
I'll
Okay.
take it.
Then shooting phase.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Then we go into charging. I will issue the Wah with the Anvil Smasher. These guys here. A 9. These guys will charge 8. Any counter charges for you?
No, no counter charge.
All right. Then off to combat.
I'm going to strike first against this.
Okay.
as I can.
Let her rip.
4 up, Be'lakor gets to strike first. Yes. Then this guy gets to strike first. Yes. And then they get to strike first. Yes. Gonna give them their once per battle +1 attack, or +1 damage.
Sure.
Okay. Demon Prince just killed the Soul Snare Shackles.
I'm gonna spend a command point for all out attack.
CP for all out defense for the Theridons.
The brutes kill the Kronspine and do 13 damage to the Theridon. CP for all out defense.
The Theridons do 12 damage to the brutes.
The brute does 3 damage to the Theridons. That was combat. I got a little lucky with the drop. It kind of landed perfectly for me to start scoring and get back in the game a little bit. However, as you can see, I'm a bit force depleted. So this is going to be a little bit challenged going forward, and I'm a bit open with all the buffs here.
Yep.
It was a good turn, but I'm a little hesitant to say it's going well.
Also, a little note, earlier the Myrmidon over here had killed a unit of Ardboy, or brutes, sorry, that were remaining, and he gained just a healing Eye of the Gods, which is why we're not talking about it really. And then this unit got a 6+ ward, and we didn't call it, but it didn't actually, literally hasn't gone off yet.
Yep. Scoring wise, I will get 10. I have 1, 2 more in my battle tactic. Then we go into Slaves, turn 3.
So I'm gonna do Slay the Entourage to kill this little boy here.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna see if this thing can do some damage.
Awesome.
I go to 7 points on the shrine. Kronspine. We're going Kronspine. That does it.
I'll try to unbind it. Nope.
I'll try to give 3-6 charge to these buddies.
Okay.
That'll go off. His demon ability to give Eye of the Gods roll, he's gonna do it to himself. No. The Demon Prince uses the heal thing, 1 wound for himself, and then on Be'lakor, no.
I'm gonna spend a CP to magical interventions with my shaman. I'm gonna try and cast the shackles.
Sure. Wow.
11.
Now you got him.
All right, here they come. Theridons for 2. Be'lakor, nope. And Demon Prince, 2. Then I will Mighty Destroyers the Anvil Smasher for the movement phase.
Those are my movements.
I'm not going to redeploy.
Okay, so shooting. The Ogrid Myrmidon does 1 damage in shooting against the brutes. The Ogrid Myrmidon does 3 damage to the Gorgrunta. You don't have me shooting. Charges. I'm going to start with him charging. Oh, okay.
Hello.
He's... The Kronspine is also going to charge.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That guy's charging, 5. Be'lakor's charging. They're going to do the 3d6 charge into this, 8. He's going to charge it as well. Oh, wow. Those are all my charges. Combat phase.
CP for all defense.
Ogre Myrmidon does 6 damage to the brutes. The Ogre Theridons do 8 damage to the brutes. CP for all at defense for the Theridon.
The brutes do 7 damage to the Theridons.
The Demon Prince does 6 damage to the brute.
War Chanter does 2 damage to Be'lakor.
Be'lakor kills the War Chanter.
The Shaman does no damage to Be'lakor.
The Kronspine does 3 damage to the brutes. Ogre Theridons kill the Soul Snare Shackles. We got to do end of the turn stuff.
Yeah.
I've got Eye of the Gods on. Demon Prince gets a 6. I will give him extra rend. Be'lakor, 1, which does nothing, but if I roll again, 2. So he heals. Be'lakor heals down to 1 wound.
All my hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, quite a turn for you.
I've got 1 and more, and the battle tactic was to kill that 1 brute, so I've got full 10 points. You're not in the best place.
We're gonna try and squeak out as many points as possible.
Okay, let's see how many points we can squeak out there.
Yeah, we got a roll off. 2. Oof.
Even though I won't get a battle tactic, I'm gonna be taking that double.
Sure. Okay. So then we'll go to Slaves turn 4.
Okay. I think it's pretty clear now, looking at turn 4.
Yes, definitely.
That there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do to come back, even though I'm giving up the battle tactic.
Yeah.
We're moving over here to protect this. Brutes aren't going to survive the rest of this. Be'lakor counts as 10 on this objective for a long-ass time, and I don't think you're going to get enough bodies or put enough damage into him.
I totally agree. By the end of this turn, I'm off the table, so I'm not going to take any points for the rest of the game. So that's going to bring us to a grand total of 46 for you and 24 for me. So good game, man.
Ridiculous.
What'd you think of the game?
Coming into this game,
Yeah.
we had a discussion because you just took this list you just played to
Yes.
a tournament, a competitive tournament, and went 5-0. And my list is more of a meme version. I've been telling people I'm not playing the Vanguard list. We can see that the Theridons can punch. To be fair, I didn't even get to use that block. But with the -1 to wound Mark of Nurgle, I think it really protects the army. I've got a lot of tech defensive pieces between Bellicor, his ability, the Demon Prince, the healing. There's a lot of little things going on here. It was interesting because we knew we had to come into this objective.
Yeah.
If it had been over here or something, I think it could have swung even harder.
Yeah.
Because I'm more mobile than you are.
Absolutely, yeah. I think your list is actually a perfect counter to mine in that the debuffs are precise to exactly what my list does. So with your roar of turning off my crits, my crit abilities, I'm not able to do that. And then the minus to hit and then a minus to wound. Like I'm already hitting on 4, so then all out attacks aren't doing anything for me.
Yeah.
So it really slowed all of my potential here. I wasn't able to like really make up for the lack of mobility with deleting units at the same time. You know, it is what it is, and it's fun to see that, yeah, even though this can go 5-0 with certain matchups like the more classic ones that I faced in the tournament, there are plenty of things that were just precision to just counter me, and it is what it is.
I guess so. Hey, thanks for a great game.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for checking out this battle report, and if you are enjoying our content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.